Hello. For some reason, it has been quite a marathon to bring this video into fruition. And what otherwise planned as a small little video has turned out to be quite a difficult thing to do. Now, off late, let me jump to straight into the on the point. So, off late, I've been thinking that there's little reason to wait for afterlife to go to the heaven uh, of our imagination. So it's better to create heaven around you. You don't have to look up to the administration or other people to make things easy for you. Whatever concept you have of heaven, trees, pretty little fountains, or fishes, or birds, or some structure, some security, or whatever, try and create it in your lifetime. This is what I've been working on, but this particular video is not about that. I hit upon a sub. I was studying flora, which I always like to study and connect it to economics, because they are plants. When I say they, I mean plants, and trees are the most successful entities on the planet, so we need to learn a lot from them. There are going Hopefully there are going to be videos about that particular subject as well, but today I want to talk about the visible light, which is which you can divide in three categories. The ultraviolet light, the visible or the white light, and the infrared light. So what happens in the outer atmosphere, in the outer layer of the atmosphere on Earth, the violet light and the indigo light gets dissipated or scattered. When the white light enters deeper into the atmosphere of the Earth, the blue portion of the visible light, that also get dissipated or scattered, because the atoms and the molecules present in the atmosphere, it does not they do not let the blue light pass through this layer of atmosphere, because they're very small, and the wavelength of the blue light is also quite small. So it's like not getting place to wade through small little spaces. When you have very little or congested wavelength, the small little spaces would not let you pass through. So the blue light gets dissipated or scattered, a part of which that escapes that layer in the atmosphere uh, passes through the atmosphere and reaches Earth, and it hits trees. It gets absorbed along with, when I say it, the blue light gets absorbed along with red and orange, while the chloroplast in the trees, they reflect back the green and the yellow light. So in this way, there's a lot of yellow and green part of the white light around us. The rest of the red and orange light gets absorbed in water. So, ideally speaking, we, the humans and the living beings, should be having a lot of green and yellow light to deal with. Now, green, as you know, is the color of heart chakra, which gives us compassion. Yellow is the color of ambition. No, yellow is the color of solar plexus. That's the tummy chakra, the Manipur chakra. So that gives us ambition, the fire in the belly. So with ambition and compassion, we can make things happen, right? However, there are places like landlocked places which are not close to the coastal regions, because coastal region has a lot of a lot of movement in the vibration because they are close to water, which is always moving. So people living on the coastal region also are full of they're also movement driven. Problem that people face are problem people face in the landlocked region is there is a lot of stuckness. They feel they're stuck. That's why most of the financial hubs and growth centers around the world, across the globe, is on the coastal region because there's movement. So, though, because of harmonic resonance, you also tend to do something. Always, you're always restless like water. You always want to flow. You always want to move. Whereas, even though I believe in my mind, landlocked regions could be great for research work because your mind is stable, your mind is not restless, so you can see things, you can take stock of the situation, but ambition wise, growth wise, there is this feeling of stuckness. And this feeling rises many folds during summer because there's no water around. The small little water bodies, they also get parched, and there is a lot of red and orange light of the visible light, of the white light to deal with, as a result of which your root chakra and your, give me a moment, your root chakra and your swadhisthana chakra, that's sacral chakra, have a lot of orange light and red light to deal with, as a result of which it gets into disequilibrium. The result of disequilibrium, uh, these chakras in disequilibrium, is always being fearful of your finances, your health, your basic needs. And Swadhisthana chakra, when gets into disequilibrium, you're always feeling lazy. You're always feeling as though you want to have slumber. That's exactly what people in the rocky plains and desert area, they continue to feel it. They feel as though there's a black curtain ahead of them. Things are feeling blocked, things are feeling clogged, things are feeling stuck. So in my experience, what I found was, if you put a big tub of water where you study or where you do your work, if you're sitting at home, things things can be bettered. I have felt it because when you're in office, you have seen all those places in your all those offices that have aquariums installed. There is a feeling of movement because water is moving, fishes are moving, there is movement, and water is absorbing uh, all those lights like red and orange that make you feel stuck. So you can do it, no harm, right? It's an experiment. Keep a big tub of water around you if you're at home, or if something can be worked out in your office, a, a water body. Think of something, right? And you'll feel there is movement around you, or at least you don't feel sleepy, or you don't feel like as though you want to go into slumber all the time. So that's that. And if you don't cut trees, we collective people, if we don't, okay, I've made a tub also. Here is a tub. Okay, so if we don't cut trees and there's water bodies around us, we would have our chakras naturally into balance, because we would not have to deal with a lot of red and orange light that could make us fearful or lazy. And all we will have in abundance will be green and yellow light, which would give us compassion, which would make us driven. All right, so this was it. You can try it, and there has to be some level of persistence. Try it, just not for an hour or so, but make sure that you are around water bodies for a longer period of time, and then you would see, you will feel a difference. I felt it, and I hope the best for you. Bye.